Hey, what is up guys, it's Galaxytech Darklord here, coming at you guys today with some more Dueling online. So today I'm going to try and use Dueling Network instead of DevPro. Because I do prefer using Dueling Network with Shaddolls, which is the deck that I'll be using. So, as you can see, I haven't actually made any changes to the build since last time, because I feel that this build is actually good enough as it is. So I put a side deck in because that's just what I actually side at the moment for Shaddolls. Um, so yeah, I'll get straight into some duels. I'll try and find some, try and get some games in. Right. So is this going to be quick or not? Usually when I do this, it's really quick, but today it just seems to be really slow. Come on. If not, I'll just switch to DevPro. It's not to DevPro. It's not that difficult. Right. I'm ready to go. Come on. Yes, I'm ready. Come on. Right then. This is tedious. Come on. Or is my internet broken down again? Okay, so he will go first, I presume. Yep, so I'm going second. And that is horrible. Although the mathematician is not too bad, the jar and the Cerberus are not what I really want to see in my hand at the moment. So he's going to go Duality, and he's going to reveal Cliffort. So he's playing Clifforts, and he's going to reveal the Lose One Turn, the Emptiness, and the Towers. So I presume this is Towers Turbo. And he's going for that Lose One Turn. I hate that card so much. So that might determine what I send with Mathematician. If he once he's activated it, I've got no choice but to put a drag. Okay, I think that was a misclick. So he's going to set the Chalice. Oh, he's sitting 5. Ow. Oh, the second Falco, that is horrible. Horrible. Right, I'm going to normal summon Mathematician, and just wait to see if he convert any response. So he's going to Chalice it, and that means I do not get the effect, but he does gain 400, so I will actually attack directly for 1900. Then I shall set the jar and pass. Right, so that was a successful, well, almost successful. I didn't get the Mathematician effect off, which was disappointing to say the least, but we knew he had the Chalice down, so, and there was no other way of baiting that out. So, yeah. And I got 1900 damage in, so that wasn't the worst thing. So, has he drawn a monster, or if he's drawn the Scout, that's going to be so lucky there. Alright, what have you drawn? So he's just going to pass immediately. I don't like that at all. Right, so I'm going to have to start getting rid of these. So I will normal summon that. Wait for any response to the summon. Okay, so now I am going to sink for the Armades. So he's going for the lose one turn. So, that is really... Okay, so that is now going to go to defense. And he has no effect. I should have remembered that. Forgot that he had that lose one turn. That is disappointing. So, he's going to draw, and by the looks of it, he's drawn dead twice. Oh no, he's going for the monolith. So, I'm not always very familiar with that card. If you tribute summon this turn, you can draw an... Right, it's a tribute summon card. Okay. So, I'm actually going to set the Para, and I'm going to switch that to attack. And attack directly. And then I'll pass. This is going to be a very quick game if he keeps drawing not much, then... Ow! Ow, ow. Okay, so he's just going to quit right there. He must have drawn really horribly. So what was I going to draw? I was going to draw the hedgehog, so that... Yeah. Okay, so... Right, next game. I would say that's successful, but in his defence, he did not draw anything good. That I feel sorry for the Cliffort player, despite the fact that I don't like it, that I don't actually like Clifforts that much. I do feel sorry for him for not drawing anything, like, apart from the monolith. Okay, so he's opted to let me go first, so that's actually not bad. I like that hand quite a lot. So we got the fusion, we got the mind control, and we got the schemata and the Veiler as well. So in case he's got a Veiler. Is he going to give me a response or not? Right, so I have the all clear from him, so I'm going to send Schemata, which in turn will send my Falco. And Falco is going to special summon itself face down. And that is all I can really do, so I shall pass right there. So he's going to go straight for the magical mallet. So he's obviously playing some sort of draw deck. Question is what sort of draw deck, because I remember in the last video we came up against reversal quiz. Yeah, you forgot to shuffle, mate. Okay, so he's now drawn all of his cards back. What is he playing? It's probably either some Exodia variant. Oh no! That's strange. Okay, it must be just a strange tech. And he's now going to enter battle phase. And he's going to attack my mathematician. So that's 100 for me. And a draw for me. Okay, so he's going to be playing heroes, or some hero variant. I'm not sure. It could be Electromoti. It could be an Electromoti K. I suspect, maybe. Like, not many hero decks actually play Sparkman, Bastinatrix and stuff. Okay, what is he doing now then? Don't know whether it's just my internet is disconnected or something. Right, yeah, he's going to pass right there. Okay, so I've drawn into the Falco. No problem. Okay, so I could go for the El Shaddol construct by mind controlling, and that is exactly what I think I'm going to do. Okay, so that is all good. And I am going to go Shaddol Fusion with my Squamata from hand and his Sparkman for my construct. And then I'm going to go Squamata, CL1 and construct CL2. So I'm not going to send a Falco, I've already got that, so I'm going to go with the... Okay, I'm definitely going to go with a Beast, and I can either go with a Hedgehog, or I could go with a Core, actually. I could go Core and an El Shaddol Fusion, although at this point I don't think it's worth it, so I'm just going to go... I'm going to send a Beast and send Core. What's he doing? Okay, why has he got his Sparkman out? Okay. See, this is the other problem I have. This is the problem I have with the Dueling Network, I guess. Like, it's difficult to tell what people are actually going for here. A lot of people don't know their rulings. I mean, there are certain rulings that I don't know, but most of the time I'm kind of... Like, if it's any deck that I play, I generally know. Right. Okay, so Beast, Chain. So I'm gonna add the Shaddol Fusion back to hand, and I get a draw. Come on. Right. Now I've drawn into a Core, so now I could go for Foolish, but I have used all the Shaddol monsters I really should. So now I'm going to attack, and he has already taken the 2800 off, although I think he was a bit hasty in doing that. And then main phase 2, I'm going to set the Core and pass. Right. A little bit of confusion, but other than that, no problem at all. So he's going to draw for turn, of course. And he's just going to set one monster in face down defense, and he's going to Lightning Vortex. Okay, I have not seen that in a while. Construct effect. So I'm going to get Core back to hand. Right, anything else, bud? Is he going to say my Falco's gone as well? Because it really hasn't. Alright. And he's going to pass. Okay, so I've got drawn into another Veiler. Not a problem. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to use the Falco here. Maybe. Using the Falco with the fusion, I could probably send one of the Veilers, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to activate that, sending Veiler and Falco for the second construct. Falco, chainlink 1, construct, chainlink 2. Any responses there? So I'm going to send the dragon and special summon the Falco face down. And then dragon F pops the face down. Okay, so that was Draw Muscle. Okay, one defense position monster. Okay, I remember that card. Okay, I'm then going to set a card and enter battle phase. Okay, so what's he got there? Is it a Clayman? No, it wasn't Avian. Okay, so I'm going to pass. Right there. Gonna hold on to that Foolish Burial for the time being. I'm not sure what I actually want to dump with it at this point, because I have the Falco. I don't exactly need a draw with a beast, and both the cores are there, so I can't get back my Shell Fusion without sending Squamata and core, because I've got all the cores. Okay, so what's he gonna do now? Okay, so he's just gonna quit right there. Shame. And that will increase my rating. Right, match number 3. So this is going a lot better, I think, than last video. Okay, so he's going to go for the rock. I lose the rock, paper, scissors again, and he's going to go first, I presume. No, he's going to go second. Okay. So, I'm going first. And I haven't drawn the mathematician, but I have drawn my Shadow Hedgehog, so I shall set that and pass. I mean, I presume that is the right. I don't think there was any other play I could do there. I mean, because I need to get one of my Shadow Fusion cards to the hand. So, yeah. Okay, so he's going to set some back row. God, I hope I'm not playing against anything that's running lose a turn. I hate that card so much. Okay, and he's... So... This can't be the same person, can it? So, he opens up with the Sparkman, and he's going to attack my Falco, only to give me the Shaddolls Fusion. I'm going to add. And then that's going to go to the graveyard. Okay, so he's going to pass right there. Okay, so I've drawn into another Squamata. That's not exactly the best play. Okay, so I'm going to activate the... I'm going to first activate the Foolish Burial. And is that going to be met with a response or not? Okay, so I'm just gonna send the dragon to grave and target the middle. What's he doing now? Oh, he probably thinks it bounced back. So I'm going to pop the middle back row. So that's revealed to be the magic cylinder. Okay, cards I don't see every day. I'm going to then go with the Shaddolls fusion for construct. And I'm going to send the schemata. Nope. And I'm going to go for the construct, of course. Then schemata CL1. Okay, so that's going to be met with the spellbinding circle. Okay. And then construct. Is that negated or? Okay, so the construct is not negated. That's not a fiendish chain. It just can't attack or change its battle position. Okay, so what am I going to send here? I'm going to send. I need to get a Falco, and I'm going to send a beast because I've already used the dragon. So I'm just going to go with the beast and the Falco. So the Falco is going to res on my field, and the beast is going to allow me to draw one card. And again, I've drawn the mind control. So, right, I did not set yet, so I am also going to set the schemata and pass. And he's just going to pass right there as well. Okay, so I've drawn the Shaddolls fusion. Shaddolls fusion. Right. Okay. So I am gonna. I need to get a dragon in the graveyard if I want that spellbinding circle back. But at the same time, well, or I could just use that construct and go for another one, and then get the Shaddolls fusion back. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Seeing a lot more mind control play than I did in the last video. Okay, and then I'm going to activate that, sending that and the schemata to the graveyard for my second construct. So, no fear, I am going to send a dragon, and I'm going to send the core to the graveyard. So I'm gonna add back the Shaddolls fusion. And with Dragon, I'm gonna pop that spellbinding circle. Right. So now I'm gonna enter battle phase and attack with both. So yep. Okay, so that's not going to be met with any kind of response, so I'm going to set the Shaddolls fusion and pass. No problem, mate. Right, what now? Okay, so he's just gonna my Shaddolls fusion is just gonna be met immediately with the MST that he had set face down. So that means no outs and okay, so he's just gonna dark hole my field. So okay. So my constructs are going to activate. I'm actually going to add the Shaddolls back to hand, the fusion back to hand, and then the Falco will res on the field, face down. And then he's just going to set the rest of his hand and pass, I presume. Okay. That's not good. That's not the best I've ever had, in all honesty. But that is better than most things. So I'm going to go for the fusion, and I'm going to send the Falco and a beast from my hand. Nope, no. I want to send that to grave, not set it. And I'm going to go for the Winder. So beast, CL1, Falco, CL2. So I get the draw, so I'm going to resurrect the Falco and draw a card. And I hit another Falco, for crying out loud. Okay, so I'm going to attack directly for 2200, see if that is met with a response. If it's a Mirror Force, then that's all good. Okay, so he's just going to take the damage. So, main phase 2, I shall set the Shaddolls fusion again and end my turn. So he's just going to draw. Is it going to be met with the MST again? Or what? And again! Wow, twice in a row. It's quite something. So he's going to set one pass. Presumably. So he's just going to check his graveyard. And he's going to flip over the Miracle Fusion. So, the Shining I'm thinking he's going for? Why is he banishing it? Okay, so he's going to go for the Shining, I think. Miracle Fusion is not banished. So that Shining has... Right, so that gains 300 attack for each, so he's got 2, so that gains 600, okay, This is embarrassing. A-level maths student, and I don't even know how to do the maths. Right, 3,200, so that's on 32, so that's just 1,000, I'm stupid. I am really, really dumb. Okay, so, Winder effect. So, I'm gonna add, since it's got a monster from the extra deck, I'm just going to add back the Shaddolls Fusion, so that I can make a construct next turn. Ooh, and he's going to flip over the Parallel World Fusion. So that shuffles those into the deck. Because now that my Winder's gone, there are no cards to... now that Winder's gone, he can now special summon as many times as he wants. So, yeah. Okay, so what is he going to make there? Is he going to make... Okay, he's making a Nova Master. So he's going to pass right there. And I hit the El Shaddolls Fusion. Okay. That's meant to go to the graveyard. It doesn't matter, of course. It doesn't exactly matter, but it just... my nitpicking. Okay. So... He has nothing to respond with, so I'm going to send the Felis, and I'm also going to send... I'm out of Shaddolls Beasts, that's depressing. There's no point sending a Squamata, there's nothing else to mill, so I'm just going to send a Hedgehog. For my final construct... So I could send a core and get back... No, there's no point. There's really no point in that. Okay, so I'm going to... I'm going to... Hedgehog effect. I'm going to go Hedgehog effect to get a Squamata to my hand. Then I'm going to flip summon. So I'm going to get the... I want a construct back. That's what I really want. And then I'm going to normal summon the Squamata and sink 6. So the first synchro of the day shall be Goyo Guardian. So the Goyo is going to attack the Nova Master, and that will be game. Okay, so I think that was the same person, so... Okay, is this going to take ages? It is. I can tell it is. Okay, so what time are we on now? So, with 34 minutes, that's not too bad, I guess. Please hurry up. I don't want half of this time to be just me waiting for someone. Steamhawk. Stephhawk. Yay! Finally, I'm ready to go. Straight and that is the 3rd time today. So, and the 3rd time also that I have lost rock paper scissors, and the opponent has opted to go 2nd. Okay, so I am gonna go. I'm going to go for the Foolish, and I'm going to send the Squamata, and send the Falco to get some board establishment, I'm going to set that. Then I'm going to set 2 pass. In the mirror match, actually, Book of Moon is really good. And I'm also going to set that face down as well. In the mirror match, Book of Moon is really great, because if they Shadow Fusion you when you've got Construct, you can just take this and take away the Construct, and it will be rendered pretty much useless. Because if they don't have anything in their hand, the Shadow Fusion will be useless, because the target to send from the deck to the graveyard will be gone. So he's going to send his White Prince, so I think he's playing Skull Servants. Hang on, wait. Oh, okay. I did not foresee that. Okay. So I draw into the Hedgehog, and I'm just going to set that and pass again. This is gonna be a bit of a slower game, I have a feeling. So he's playing Skull Servants, and he's gonna dump another White Prince, I think. Is White Prince treated as Skull Servant? Yeah, it is. So he's gonna set 1 pass. This is really. Okay, so I'm gonna flip summon the Hedgehog. And I'm gonna get the Shadow Fusion. Actually, no, I might go for the Neph Shadow Fusion actually, because I don't want to use the VLS for a construct, so I'm actually gonna add the Neph Shadow Fusion. I love using Neph Shadow Fusion so much. Okay, so I'm gonna activate and on. So then I'm going to use the effect of Neph Shaddolls Fusion. And I'm going to send the Schemata. So I can now get the Construct. And I can go Schemata, Chainlink 1, and the Construct, Chainlink 2. Which means that I can get a Dragon out of my deck to the graveyard for that face down, and I can get a Beast as well, because I've already got the Falco. So I draw, and that face down goes by. And I've drawn into the Paraparis Cerberus. That's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So, is that going to be met with a response, or is that all good? So I can tell this guy does not like Shaddolls. ShaddolldRagon destroys a spell trap. So that's the Royal Decree. Okay, so okay, strange. So I don't have any lights in the graveyard because the Neph Shaddolls Fusion was the thing for the light. So I am just going to go headstrong and start taking out the engine that he's been using to dump all the Skull Servants. And then my main phase 2, I'm going to set the Paraparis Cerberus, and I'm going to set the core and pass. Right, I was actually expecting when he played the unis on. Okay, oh god, what is that? What is that? What is that? Level 4 or higher to defense position. Okay, so that. What attack is it? So I'm just going to Book of Moon that. I do not want my construct going. Okay, so he's going to pass right there. Right, I need a dark in the graveyard right now. Although that does have 0 defense, so I can just poke through it with a Falco. So, effect of Falco, I'm going to get my Shaddoll Hedgehog back from the graveyard. That is the main priority because I don't have any spells. And then I'm going to enter battle phase and attack that King of the Skull Servants. Because I do not like that at all. Right. I still don't know what that face down is. And then I'm going to set a new Falco face down. I probably shouldn't have done that, but, you know. And then I'll pass right there. So I think that was... Maybe I should have let that slide so I could have just banished it with the BLS. But then I would have had a BLS in defense position with a... Okay, so it's going to bring down the Book of Life. And I don't like that card. So he's going to banish my dragon, and just in case I ended up shuffling it back. In fact, that was actually a good point. I should have shuffled that. So he's going to get his King of the Skull Servants back. So that's on 6,000. So now he can just take care of my construct, or he can get in some massive damage against the Shaddoll Falco. Okay, so that's 6,000, so that is 5,400 points of damage. That is a whopper. Something I'll never say again, but you know. Right, so his main phase 2 is going to send that and pass. Okay. See, this is why I need the Parapara in the graveyard. Okay, what else do I have? I have the Schemata in the graveyard. There's nothing I can actually do. That mistake is useless here. Okay. I want a Star Eater. I think Star Eater. What is that? Level limit area B. Okay, I'm just good. That doesn't work. That won't work. Summoning Star Eater just won't work. I could try Trishing him. So I've got a Hedgehog, I've got a Cerberus, so that makes 6. I can only make an 8. Although actually I do have the Falco as well, so I'm going to summon that. So that's going to immediately be switched to defense. I'm going to flip up the Hedgehog and get a Shaddoll Fusion. Or an L Shaddoll Fusion, maybe. Yeah, I'll get an L. And then I am going to flip up the Falco and sink 9. So that's 2. 6, 9. And effect. So, I don't like that King of the Skull Servants. I also don't want one of his Skull Servants, and I also will get rid of that card. Another Book of Life. Good thing I did, Trish. Good thing I did. And then how many dragon? I haven't used up any dragon, so... I'm going to activate the core. And then I'm going to use Shaddolls Fusion. So I can get rid of that and get rid of that for a new construct, which will have to be in defense. Construct 1, Chainlink 1, Core CL2, so I am going to send a dragon, that much is obvious. I'm then going to add back a core. And I'm debating actually adding back the Shaddolls Fusion, because that card is just incredibly useful, but I'm just going to add back the Shaddolls Fusion, I think, for now. And then Dragon, if pop that level limit area beat once and for all. Right, so now I can get rid of... Okay, so he's just going to quit right there. Fine. I have no objection to that. I could have... Because what I was going to do next, I was going to banish and banish for the BLS, and then I would have attacked with it or something. So yeah, so what are we on? We're on 48 minutes. I think I'm gonna go for one last duel. This will be the last one, and if I come up against zombies again, that's gonna be a pain. Right, I really want to go up against another Shaddolls player because I want to use Shaddolls Fusion against them, because that's really funny. Because Shaddolls Fusion is not specific to your own field. It's any Shaddolls monster on the field. So yeah, you too, bud. Right, so paper cuts. So I finally win the rock paper scissors, and regardless, I'm going to choose first anyway. So yeah, as soon as I get a Jar of Avarice and possibly mistakes, I am going to reprofile my Shaddolls. So yeah, so this is what I don't know. This is when I don't know what to do. I'm actually just gonna set the hedgehog and pass. I'm probably gonna regret that later on. And yeah, but I'm probably gonna regret setting that hedgehog first. But I really want my fusions. I really want to get to my Shaddolls Fusion as fast as possible, or one of my fusion spells. Okay, so we're going to be going up against Ritual Beasts, so the Mind Control is going to be completely useless here. And yet again, I've drawn the Parapara Cerberus when I don't want it in my hand. So, until recently, after I last profiled my Shaddolls, I did actually try putting the Masked Hero stuff in my deck, and that did get Parapara out of my hand, but it was just so dead inconsistent. So he's going for Ulti Apelio. So he's summoned a monster from the extra deck. It's probably not going to be there by the end of that. But I am going to add my Shaddolls Fusion nonetheless. So what's this thing do? So it's obviously a contact fusion card. It is unaffected by other card effects, so it's a Star Eater as well. During either player's turn, you can return this card you control to the extra deck. That's going to be a pain. So he can actually do that, I think, in response to my Shaddolls fusion activating. Okay, so I'm going to go straight for the fusion. Okay, so he is going to chain the effect of Ulti Apelio. Okay, so he's actually going to chain a Macrocosmos. That is... oh, and he's going to... Oh, God. Okay, so I'm just going to have to banish these two. I don't want the Parapara in my hand. And I'm going to go straight for the Shekinaga, I guess. The Mathematician is now completely useless. So I am now going to just enter battle phase and attack the the Elder. I don't like playing against Ritual Beast for this exact reason. That Macrocosmos just screws up everything and shuts down the game. So... come on. Oh yeah, and also that is banished. Come on, I have attacked. Elder is banished. Okay, and then I'm going to set one and pass. That is painful. And he's going to... oop. So he's just going to MST my back row right there. And... I mean, I don't know if... unless he can get over my... Shekinaga, which is almost... he almost is bound to be able to. I do not know what to do. Okay, so that... okay, so he's going to... okay, so that's going to go back to the extra deck. And he's going to go for another Elder, and he's just going to go for... oh, so he can actually normal summon. So he's going to banish those, and he's probably going to go for Ulti Apelio again. No, he's going to go for Ulti Canahawk. Okay. I did consider building Ritual Beasts at one point, but they're just so boring and tedious. To me, that is, anyway. Like... was that the... Return them from... Why does Wen go to the graveyard? Elder goes... Where's Elder in grave? Okay, so he's going to go for the ulti Apelio and go straight to battle phase. So that is 2,600 to the face. Okay, so we're on 56 minutes now. Alright, come on, bud. MST, please. Of course, I don't actually play MSTs, so yeah. I'm gonna set one pass. There's nothing I can do. Ugh. So is he gonna go for that effect or not? Yeah, he is. So he's going to go for Lara, and he's going to go for Canahawk. So he's going to go for the LT Canahawk. Once per turn you can target 2 of your banished Ritual Beast cards, return them to the graveyard, and if you do... He was meant to return 2 to the graveyard. Add 1 Ritual Beast card from your deck to your hand. During either player's turn, you can return this card you control to the extra deck, then target 2 of your banished monsters, 1 Ritual Beast, and so on, and 1 Spiritual Beast. Special summon them in defense position. Okay, so he's going to go for the effect, so he's probably going to get back. So he's going to get back the Dolphin and Elder. And then he's going to go straight for Ulti Apelio, I think. I hate that card. So that is now unaffected by cards. So I'm gonna bounce back the macro. Not that it's gonna make any difference. He'll just activate it again next turn. Come on, didn't you see that? I've only just clicked it. Okay, I think that goes to the grave. Now that... Either way, it doesn't matter. I've got no way of summoning it out. So he's just going to set the macro again. And... Okay, so that's not the cost. So I do believe you can. I think you can activate Book of Moon on that. So I'm gonna normal summon that. No F. Next I'm gonna activate the mind control. Okay, so that's going to go to face down defense, and then it's going to come to my side of the field. Oh yeah, no point. Okay, so that last match was a bit disappointing, I will admit. So yeah, that is the end of the video. So I think next I'm going to start the testing of Red Eyes. So yeah, yet again, let me know if you guys think I should make any changes to this list. Let me know. Also, let me know if there's any decks that you want me to try out to like playtest. Within reason, of course. There is no way I'm going to be playing some FTK deck, because it's just too tedious. So, yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and remember I am also on Instagram. Right, peace out.